Puv, you're on last gen.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with my game?
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So this update, it's this update that came out last month. It basically destroyed the game. And what I mean by that, excuse the Xbox in the background. What I mean by that is that, as you can see in the footage, a lot of this is not my footage. This is footage I found throughout TikTok, YouTube, and like the game is not running properly. It's not optimizing properly. A lot of buildings are not rendering in correctly. A lot of just textures in general aren't rendering in correctly. Like if you drive fast enough, like the road will just be like one plain color, and like it makes San Andreas, that came out like a game that came out like 19 years ago, it makes that look like 100 times better. It makes that look like looks like Red Dead, if anything. But like this game is like falling apart, and the reason this being is because this is only happening to Xbox One and PS4 to my knowledge. I haven't seen anything about it happening to PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles or PC, because those are more powerful consoles to play the game on or run the game on, and also because they have next gen versions. But on Xbox One and PS4, the game is like falling apart. You can like fly in downtown Los Santos and buildings will just like disappear and they'll render in at the last second. And you know, when you're flying a plane or a helicopter, that's really bad because you can easily just crash into the building and die, you know, and you don't see the building until the last second when it renders in. So imagine doing a sail mission involving you flying a helicopter or an airplane and you crash because the game can't render correctly. And honestly, this is all Rockstar's fault. This is what happens when you milk a 10-year-old game. Like, this is like PS3, Xbox 360 hardware. If you guys remember, on PS3 and Xbox 360, that's when the game first came out on. And then it came out, they released a next gen or current gen or whatever you want to call it. At the time, it was a next gen version of the game for PS4 and Xbox One, because you know they couldn't, the updates they wanted to make for GTA Online couldn't last too long on 360 and PS4 because of memory issues and all that. So that makes you worried. Like, is there not going to be a new update this year for current gen, or I guess you can say last gen consoles like PS4 and Xbox One? Because that's what it's starting to look like. Because like, as you can see in the footage, like it's not looking good. Like, this game is falling apart because of memory issues, because we have so much shit in this game. This is a 10-year-old game. We got so much shit in the game. We got the auto shops. There's so many interiors: auto shops, apartments, the facilities, the businesses, the bunker, the warehouses, the office. We got the casino, got the penthouse to the casino. We have all these interiors. That's not even like including like, you know, like the stores and stuff. I'm just talking about like properties you can buy. Got all these interiors. Got all these like adversary modes that nobody plays. All these races. All this stuff in the game, and this is what happens. They've been milking this game for a better half of 8 to 10 years, about to be 9 years in a few weeks actually. But still, like, it's falling apart. That's all I can really say. The game's falling apart because Rockstar wanted to milk this game, like adding all these big extravagant updates to the game. And the last update, this is what worries me. The last update that happened, the summer DLC, the criminal executive, whatever bullshit DLC that came out last month, there wasn't a lot of content in that DLC. It was like the contact missions, the IAA contact missions that like only like 4 cars came out on day one. Everything else is being drip fed. They're even drip feeding races. They're drip feeding a bunch of content. Like the drip feed's going to last till November, and this came out in July. So like you gotta ask yourself, like, what the hell is happening? Like, does this mean there's not gonna be like a big update on the scale of Kyle Perico or tuners or the contract? Is that what's going to happen now? Because that's what it's starting to look like. Because this was not even a big update, and it's already like collapsing the game. Like, does what does this mean? Does this mean we're gonna is the next update gonna be a small update? Is the next update gonna be not gonna be for PS4 and Xbox One? That's what I'm thinking. There's no way you can just patch this. You can't patch something like this. This is a memory issue because of all the updates on the game. If this is not, oh, well, my console has 2 terabytes. That's not how it works. It's the memory for the actual game itself. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but what I'm just saying is, what I'm trying to get at is that I don't think there's going to be another update to this game. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the Michael DLC, that DLC might be exclusive to next gen and PC, and I don't think it's going to come out for Xbox One or PS4 because the game is falling apart. Rockstar hasn't even addressed it, which is crazy. And like a lot of players are still on last gen, including myself. Like a lot of players can just like pull out $300 to $500 on a console they can't even find in stock, you know. So just for one game, that being, you know. So with that being said, I really don't think there's gonna be an update for a last gen, because I don't even think 360 and PS3, when their servers were up, I don't even think I don't remember any like textures or rendering issues. I don't remember if that was the case or not for those consoles when the Heist DLC came out. I believe the Heist DLC is the last DLC for that generation of consoles, 360 and PS3. There was no... This is like unprecedented to GTA Online. There was never any issues I'm aware of. I could be wrong. There was never any issues revolving around, oh, well, these buildings aren't rendering in, or these textures aren't popping in correctly, or... It's getting to the point where, like, I'll be in a gunfight, and while I'm in a gunfight, a business battle will be happening, and my frame rate drops from, like, I think the average frame rate is, like, 30 to about 15 frames. Like, the game gets really laggy during a gunfight because a business battle is happening. It's insane to me that Rockstar has milked the game this much, that the generation that most players are playing on right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the generation that most players are playing on right now, they're getting screwed over with all these texture and rendering difficulties or issues, you know? So yeah, I really don't think there's going to be a new update this year or later this year in December, where they usually give us updates. I could be wrong, but if they do give us an update, the game is not going to render correctly at all. Like, I don't know what they're going to do for the next update for PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not sure there's going to be like a news wire saying, hey, we're not going to update these consoles anymore. I don't know what they're going to do, because it's insane how like not even a big update can do this much damage to the game. But that's all I really want to say about this, guys. This kind of was a long-winded rant. I did this all in one take, surprisingly. But if you guys did go on and enjoy the video, a like and a rating, that's the same thing, I'm sorry. A like and a comment would be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this issue. Do you guys think that Rockstar is going to resolve it? Do you think that they're not going to update the game anymore? Do you think they're just going to stick with small updates? What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know down in the comments below. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.